Hello, everyone. After nearly 3 decades of silence, suspicion, and speculation, the world has once again turned its attention to one of the most haunting and unresolved cases in American history. The tragic murder of 6-year-old JonBenet Ramsey in 1996, a case that has captivated the public with its eerie details, relentless media coverage, and decades-long mystery. And now, after 28 years of enduring unimaginable grief, scrutiny, and the constant weight of unanswered questions, JonBenet's father, John Ramsey, has finally broken his silence in a way that has left people across the globe stunned, heartbroken, and questioning everything they thought they knew about what really happened on that fateful Christmas night in Boulder, Colorado. For years, John Ramsey and his late wife Patsy, who herself passed away in 2006 after a long battle with cancer, were cast in the harsh spotlight of suspicion, their family torn apart by accusations, conspiracy theories, and a media frenzy that often blurred the line between investigative reporting and entertainment. The mysterious ransom note found in their home, the inconsistencies in the timeline, and the glaring lack of physical evidence fueled endless theories that either pointed to an intruder or suggested the involvement of someone within the house. In his latest emotional revelation, John Ramsey has not only expressed his pain in losing JonBenet, but also addressed head-on the years of character assassination his family endured, making it clear that the real tragedy was twofold: the horrific loss of his little girl and the way the investigation became entangled with media sensationalism, police missteps, and a rush to judgment that derailed the pursuit of true justice. Speaking candidly, he admitted that living in the shadow of suspicion, despite never being charged, was like serving a life sentence without a trial, and he revealed the deep emotional scars it left on him and his surviving children, particularly his son, Burke, who was also thrust unwillingly into the limelight as a child, and later grew up under the constant cloud of suspicion from strangers who had never met him. John further stunned the public by openly criticizing law enforcement's handling of the case, highlighting how critical early evidence was mishandled, how the crime scene was compromised, and how, in his words, the pursuit of headlines overshadowed the pursuit of the truth. But beyond criticism, John revealed something even more shocking: that in recent years he has been pushing aggressively for the advancement of DNA testing with modern technology, insisting that the answers to JonBenet's murder lie not in endless theories, but in evidence that has yet to be fully utilized with the latest scientific tools. His demand for renewed testing has given fresh hope to those who believe justice could still be found, but his comments also reignited debates about why those steps had not been taken sooner, and whether political interests, reputational concerns, or institutional pride had long prevented a transparent investigation. Even more painfully, John spoke of JonBenet not as the public knew her, a child beauty queen in pageant dresses, whose photographs were splashed across tabloids, but as his daughter, a playful, spirited little girl who loved Christmas, singing and spending time with her family, a child whose life was stolen and whose legacy was reduced to headlines and speculation. With tears in his eyes, he confessed that what haunts him most is not just the unanswered question of who killed JonBenet, but the thought of her last moments. Was she afraid? Was she alone? And why was her innocent life cut short in such a brutal way? His breaking of silence has not only shaken the public, but also reopened the wound of one of America's most enduring mysteries, sparking fresh debates, reigniting old theories, and reminding the world that behind the sensationalism and speculation lies a grieving father who has spent 28 long years searching for closure, truth, and justice. And while his words do not solve the mystery, they change the narrative, reminding us that JonBenet was not just a case number or a tabloid obsession, but a daughter, a sister, a little girl whose story still deserves an ending, and whose family, after nearly 3 decades, continues to live with a pain the world may never fully comprehend. Thanks for watching.